What up, boys? It's your boy Kerry, and we're back again with another video. So, I got funded. For those of you following me up on IG and TikTok, I got funded last week. And I was in a three losing streak, so I was down on the account about 3%. I was on the account about 3% on my funded key TCM, right? But this Friday, I took two trades. This week on my challenge accounts and funded accounts. Since I don't trade gold on them, I don't trade NQ and the Dow. So I took two trades. One was a losing trade and one was a winning trade. So with the first losing trade, that was on Wednesday, I went into that 3% drawdown. So this trade on Friday got me out of the drawdown for my funded account 3%, and I'm up almost 0.5%. So yeah, that's pretty much a great deal, right? So let's get right into the breakdown. The first thing I was looking for was to see if I would get any continuations, right? Then I noticed this spike. I'm still on the 15 minute. So if we replay price here, as I noticed price, because price was reacting off a 4-hour demand zone right here. Price was reacting off a 4-hour demand zone right here. So I was like, let me go for a continuation, right? The mistake I did here was I never went up to the hourly or 4-hour to look if I see any higher time frame reactions. So the first thing I did was I usually just go with the continuation entry, was take a buy here. My stops, I think my stops are somewhere around here if I'm correct. Alright, and I was targeting this previously high with 3R multiple. But as soon if we replay price with this, as soon as this candle closed, I knew something was up with this setup. This setup was an invalid setup. So I went to the 1-hour time frame, and this is the mistake I usually do at times when I'm like on losing streak or so. I went to this when I saw this 1-hour reaction of this fair value gap, right? On the 1-hour side, I instantly knew we are going to sell. But I had a lot of accounts because I have over 20 challenge accounts which I'm trading simultaneously. I don't copy trade them. I just enter trades manually on them. So I set my limits back at my entry, my take profit. So when price just comes there, it's gonna hit my take profit and get me out of the trade. Even though I forgot to do that on one account because at time I was at the bank trying to verify something on my account for international wires for IC market. So I couldn't enter back, but luckily some of the good accounts I managed to enter here. This with the strategy I use, the 15-minute strategy. This was the 15-minute, 15-minute and 15-minute, so 45 minutes to get these candles to form, leaving me with an inverted 15-minute inverted gap, right? So I took my sales here. And this one thing I've always learned. I'm still going to revise it later in the evening when I'm back home. When I get back home, I targeted here. Wait, let me go down to the 5-minute. Yeah, my entry was around here. Alright, I closed this trade at a 3.3R on this account. This was my entry on all of my limits. You can see price sniped me like sniper. If you saw my IG, I'm still going to post the screenshot while editing the video. Price sniped me, came in, tapped in. It was a very, very clean setup. That is why I always advise people to stop sticking to the lower time frame and try to look for the higher time frame, because if I never went to the 1-hour time frame, this would have been a losing day for me. But this was actually a good setup. The same thing happened on the Dow, but I was too busy that day. I couldn't take both setups, but at least I managed to catch this trade, get myself out of drawdown. So hopefully next week since I'll be eligible for a payout next weekend. So if I manage to get a good trade, I'm going to secure a payout. But yes, I'm back out of Drawdown. Makes me happy. I target this on my other account, and on the other challenge account, targeted pretty much 4 risk to reward, which price pretty much hit perfectly. You can see this was a very beautiful trade. We had the 1 hour mitigation, the 15-minute confirmation entry, took a price snipe, just went away. So that's pretty much it, guys, for this setup. You can see I'll be posting more on my TikTok. I'll leave the link in my TikTok in the description and everything. So cheers.